So I just want to regurgitate the same message again that I said in my last video, I think. But basically, when you start working on your passion, things just start to align. Like when you start working on it every day, and they say it takes 21 days to form a new habit, it starts to become a habit where it becomes second nature for you. Whereas when you first started working on it, it felt like a struggle. You were unsure of how you would do it, what you would start with, all of these things. But once you keep doing it, it literally becomes second nature. So for me, for example, since I've been working on writing since I was 13 and doing it pretty much consistently, yeah, I may have periods where I didn't do it as much, but for the most part, I've done it consistently every day, whether it's writing a poem, whether it's writing a song, whether it's writing a story, whether it's writing an essay. Like I've just constantly been writing and using my brain to create substance, basically. So when I pick up a pen or a paper or type on my computer and I start writing something, it just flows out naturally. It just comes out, especially when it's a poem. I don't really have to do many edits. It just comes out, and that's usually what I'll share, the raw version of it. Maybe I might go back and do some edits, just a few words, change something so it has a better rhythm to it. But the sentences are the sentences that go with the other sentence. That's just how it works for me. It's the same way when you learn a sport or a new skill of any sort. At first, you're thinking about what you're doing. How am I going to shoot this ball? What's the position I have to hold it in? Whatever it is. But then when you get used to it, it becomes second nature, just like riding a bike. You never have to think about how you're going to ride a bike. Once you know how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike. That's the same thing with writing. Like once you gain the skill of being able to do it, practice on it, then it becomes second nature and you're just able to free write. So when we're a kid and we find something that we're passionate about, we just keep doing it and doing it over and over again. And usually out of boredom, because we have to entertain ourselves. So that's the thing that we find passionate about, so we put all our energy into it. But as we get older and we have all these other things that we have to take care of, responsibilities, things to do, we don't put as much effort in that. We just look to escape through entertainment because we have all these responsibilities and pressure that stresses us out, and we don't want to work on our passions. So basically, the whole point is just keep trying to work on your passion, finding things that you're passionate about. Like, I tried so many different things before I settled on writing, and I'm still open to try different things. Like, I did improv classes, even though I knew that, I don't know if acting's for me, if I'm really that able to just zone into be another character that actors can do. I still tried it. I still did improv. I still learned skills from that, get out of your comfort zone, all of these things. So you try different things to learn. So it's like I paid for 5 intensive improv courses at Second City because I said, this is going to benefit me. Whether I want to be an actor or not, this is still beneficial in terms of getting you to just say what's on your mind, being free, having fun, all of these great people that you meet through it. So it's like all of these things, just do it. Even if it's not something that you think you're going to do in the future, just try, because you never know what it's going to turn out to be. Whether it's going to be something you do in the future, meet great people through it, or you learn a set of skills. And that took up a year of my time. The 5 courses were, I think, 2 months each course, or 3 months each. I'm not sure how it worked. But you do all these courses, and at any moment, the next course I could have not signed up for because I started to get into the notion that this is not what I want to do for the future, but this is so fun. I'm having so much fun doing it. Just keep going. Just finish it. Complete it, you know? So it's just like sometimes we stop midway because we're like, oh, this is not what I want to do, but just finish it. So it's like, just work on your passion. Even if you don't know what you're going to do, and if you don't know you're passionate about it yet, just start with something. If your intuition is leading you, hey, you want to do something, don't tell yourself later. Just do it in that moment and see what comes out. Even if you do it for 10 minutes, you say, I'm only going to do this for 10 minutes just to try. You'll end up doing it for longer because you'll get into the groove of it. It just naturally works like that. So pursue your passions, because that's what really matters in this life. That's what makes you feel fulfilled. That's what breaks you out of this matrix.